Alright, this video we're going to show you how to load the Vendo 44. The first thing we want to do is we want to remember to crank this handle back. If you were to open the coin door with this handle this way, you're going to scratch the paint. Next thing is we're going to undo the lock here. So give this a turn counterclockwise, it comes undone. Alright, so far pretty easy. Next step, we open the main door like that, and the door is open. And we bring it all the way back and set it still. Now, one thing I'll recommend doing is I always put a soft blanket down right in front of the machine before I fill it. Because sometimes the bottles fall through here and there's nothing to stop them. And they'll fall through the chute and they'll smash on the ground and you'll have pop all over. So that's no good. The next thing we want to do is we want to put the tumbler in the correct position. So I'm going to ratchet this till this tumbler here is up on the left hand side, like you can see on this diagram. Next thing, if you look inside, you can see the shims I've put in. They're just plexiglass, 1/4 inch plexiglass sheets, two-way taped with 3M tape to the sides of the rack. This makes up the diameter missing from the new bottles versus the old ones. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to grab a bottle. We want to put it in, first one on the tumbler, just like that. And we want to keep about a finger's width from the front, and of course cap to the back. So then we get the next one, and we do the same thing, and now we stack it. Just like that. And I usually like to put about 3 in, and then I adjust it. So after you've got 3 in, you turn this once. And that just lowers them down a little bit, and it also puts the second tumbler in the right position to load more bottles. So then we get the next one, and we put it up like that, about a finger's width from here, cap to the back. We get the next one, and we stack it, and the next one, we stack it. And as you're loading them, you just got to make sure you try to keep the bottles as straight as you can. It's a little bit tricky because the diameter's off just a little bit, and they like to fall backwards. So what I like to do is I put about 5 bottles in each side, and that's it. I don't fill it right up with 44 bottles, because by the time you get up here with the new bottles, they like to lean, and you don't want to get them jammed up. So, you know, these machines are really only novelty, and you know, you might dispense 5 or 10 Cokes at the most if you had a party, and the rest can be in the pre-cool shelf here, and they can cool and you can fill it as you go. But don't fill the bottles right up, because you're just asking for problems with jamming. So now that, if you look back, you can see that the bottles are loaded in the Vendo 44, and in the next video I'm going to show you how to dispense them.